And you know what else is bullshit?
What?
The incense. That's bullshit.
Actually, the incense, I actually... Well, I think that it does pull out more, but they're all commons, but it pulls them out, so at least you can... Say you're in a stagnant place, you're just sitting around, but you want to play it. I think it draws more to you.
It just seems cheap to me.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna be sitting around for 30 minutes with an incense thing going on, I would think they would be coming out the woodwork for me to catch. But I don't even go into the double digits. I'll catch maybe 2, 3 tops in that half hour that I've got a lure or an incense going, which I think is absolute bullshit, man. I won't buy none of those. I'll stay away from the buying of. I buy stuff. Yeah. I buy eggs or I buy lucky eggs.
You can buy eggs? That's cool.
You can buy eggs to hatch. You can buy the incubators.
I bought a few incubators. So I had a $25 iTunes gift card and I just entered it in and was like, you know what? I'm going to explore, buy a little bit of each.
You can buy a lot with $25.
And I did. I bought some cool stuff. I bought some Pokeballs. I bought some this and that and this and that. And so I got to explore that realm of it. So that was enjoyable. I don't know if I'll put any more money in. The things I found most valuable were the incubators.
Yes.
And the eggs. Yeah. The rest is like, well,
dude, listen.
You could take it or leave it. If you run out of Pokeballs, you might find yourself either wanting to walk a lot to get those, being really stingy with your throws, like just become really accurate. Or you know what? You're going to have to buy some.
No, what you have to be really aware of is your Pokeballs whenever you feel like you can't, like this normal guy is like level, say CP at 62 or 63 and you throw one ball, you can't get suckered into that trap. It's a trap because you got to be aware of how many Pokeballs you're throwing, man. Because
I've thrown like 15, 20.
You can't do that, man. They want you to do that, bro. So for me, if I can't catch them on 2, I'm done. Like,
it depends how rare it is.
Well, yes, that also. But if it's a common, like a stupid Pidgeon
smart.
or a rat, leave it alone. Just don't even bother. Okay. At that point, you're wasting money. Literally wasting money. Because if you bought those Pokeballs, which you did, you're throwing away money. You're throwing cha-ching, cha-ching.
You know what's funny is I bought the 200 pack thinking, I'll never run out.
No.
And I looked down the other day, I'm at 95.
Yeah, bro.
Like I've run down to 95. I've run into stuff which has refilled it, but not at the rate which I'm throwing them.
Exactly.
Not at the rate I'm throwing
They'll give you 3 tops, if you're lucky, a 4-1.
Yeah, exactly.
But for the most part, you're going to get 1 and some stupid potions. And it's like,
that takes a long time to get like, 10 Pokestops only gets you 30 or 40 Pokeballs.
Yeah. No. A Pokestop only gets you 1 or 2 at a time. So you're constantly going around hitting these Pokemon stops because you're trying to not spend money, but it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, man. You're gonna have to dump. I've dumped about $20. I've dumped $20. I say dumped because that's what I did.
Yeah.
I dumped $20. I might as well just set that shit on fire, man, because it was the same thing. I can't see what I bought. But you know what? No regrets. Because I'm level 22 and it's super hard to get up to level 22, man.
Yeah, it is. Like I said, I'm at 8, and I feel like I've played a lot. I went from 5 to 8 on a Sunday, this past Sunday, because I was playing, and this is an interesting story because this is a lot of fun to relate to as an adult now. I was playing with one of Shauna's best friends, my wife's best friend's kid, who's 8 years old. So he's playing this, and through his eyes, he's going to remember in 10, 20 years, man, when I used to play with Uncle Chase at the water park. We were playing at this water park, the Pokemon, right? So we're getting all these water Pokemon. When I used to play there as a kid, he's going to have nostalgia for it. He's growing up living Pokemon through his phone versus I grew up living it through a Game Boy. So it's just interesting how everybody's living it through a different generational
Oh, you know what?
thing.
You're right. Yeah.
And he's going to remember. He's going to like have a desire to go back and play this. I don't know if it's going to exist in 10 or 20 years.
You're right.
But he's going to be like, man, the days when we used to walk around and see them and
it's their generation.
You know what's even
Pokemon.
weirder? He's going to actually, this is so strange. He's going to actually remember locations he was at with me and Pokemon in certain locations.
Yeah.
And having like this excitement of being like, there was a fish on this pond. And in 10 or 20 years, he's going to be like, yeah, I remember, looking for Pokemon here and there was a fish on this pond. That's so strange that it's now creating and integrating memories with real locations in life.
Yes.
For kids.
I know.
For anyone, but for this kid specifically. Because he was so pumped. He was playing it in the hotel hallways. He was playing it in we were there for her birthday, his mom's birthday. So, I was just hanging out with him for 24 hours. And so we played a lot of it. Nighttime, in the morning, at the pool, near rock area, grass area. It was really fun. And this hotel had even caught on to the whole thing and printed out big flyers that said,
shit.
Pokemon Safari. All the kids gather up at 9 a.m. and we'll take you around the whole place. We've installed little Pokestops. We'll take you everywhere. It'll be a little 1-2 hour
shuttle?
tour. Yeah,
Shuttle bus?
No. Like a guide, and everyone just walks with them, and the parents come with it.
Oh wow!
It's like yoga, but Pokemon. It's crazy, man.
They are adapting to the times.
It's penetrating the culture so deep.
It's adapting to the times, man. Where would you know that a business will cater to Pokemon kids?
Crazy.
Come on, man. Like, where do you see that? Yeah, where do you see that happen? Shit, if I saw a business say they're gonna take me around. Guess what I'm doing?
Yeah. As a kid, too, the parents were super stoked. I saw throughout the night, this is a big hotel property, and they have a big a piece of land, like a golf course, and this big piece of land next to the pool. So kids and their parents were walking around with flashlights on, Pokemoning until 10 p.m., 11 p.m.
There's only certain Pokemon that come out at night.
Oh, see, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so Snorlax, I caught him at 3 a.m.
What?
Yeah, my phone went off for
That's
I guess
crazy.
Someone tagged me on Facebook and it does that little notification. So I was just about knocked out when it woke me up, and I was like, since I'm up, I might as well check. I checked the goddamn app, and for the first time ever, I saw Snorlax in my parking lot. Dude,
Ooh.
I got up.
I want him so bad.
3 o'clock in the morning. I put on my slippers. I'm like wiping my tears away from my eyes, and I'm in the goddamn parking lot at 3 in the morning. Like, I'm gonna get you,
Come on,
fat son of a
Snorlax.
bitch. Come here, man.
How many did it take?
Dude, like 10 or 11 tries.
Okay,
but I was out of the Great Balls. Oh, you don't know this yet.
I don't even know those.
Okay. Once you get to a certain level, I think it's past 10 or 15, you start getting these blue balls that are called Great Balls.
What?
So they're just a little bit
I was
better.
wondering where those were. I'm like, where are the other additional stuff they could add in?
Well, that's the thing. They're a little bit better than the Pokeballs, which means they can contain them a little better. And they're not all that better, bro, but they do a little bit better work catching them than those red ones, right?
Okay.
When you reach a level, I believe it was 18 or 19 or 20,
Jesus.
you get Ultra Ball, which is a black and yellow ball.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's like even better than the Great Ball, which are even rarer to get, but you get those at Pokemon stops.
Wow.
But all these things get unlocked when you get bigger levels.
Okay.
And all the Pokemon you find are all big levels once you get to level 22 where I'm at. When instead of finding a normal Tauros, which is like level 40 or 50, when my brother finds them, because he's a little smaller level than me, same thing, he gets a 40 or 50, but when I go out and see the same ones, it's like 800 to 900.
Oh, okay. So that's how you're starting off with a higher CP combat power. Okay.
Because of my high level.
Now, does training against people raise their combat power?
Yes.
Okay, so that's why I was befuddled.
You gain experience points. And depending how good you are, it depends on how much experience points you get. Like every time I fight a gym, I get like 6 or 7, 800 XP points, and that ain't shit. That's like 11. That's like catching. That's like catching 8 or 10 Pokemon. So all I gotta do is battle. Dude, gyms are the shit, man. We're gonna go look for one. Watch. We'll show you.
Yeah, we'll do a little. Okay, so I want to stop real quick. We're not done talking yet. But I just want to let people know this is not a Pokemon cast.
It isn't, but we're
way, this is not. We have never actually talked this in depth about a topic except for Retropalooza and Star Wars.
But I'm so into this shit.
So
it's unreal.
This is revolutionary in our cast as well as the world, and I want to shift toward that focus real quick because I think that's one of the most interesting things I've seen at this hotel. I was able to experience the kids playing, the adults understanding and playing with them, adults, semi-adults like me, where we're kind of in between being too old to know, but being too young to know the beginning of it. So I'm like, oh, I was, we're the generation that grew up with it.
Right.
And so I saw people playing it like that. But then my favorite experience was sitting at a bar alone, waiting for the group to come down, the wife and her friend and the kid and whatever. Sitting there alone, and I got to overhear this fantastic conversation of two moms talking to this bartender. And they were all talking Pokemon. Like, I can't believe what's going on. What is this thing? What is this? What is Pokemon? Can you explain to us what Pokemon is? And they turn to the bartender. The bartender goes, I have no idea what's going on.
It's like, I have no idea.
And they continue talking for a little bit, and they're saying how, they're sharing experiences of how their kids are running around the neighborhood and doing this, and they're sharing all these unique experiences, right? Anecdotal stuff. The kids show up, they talk for a second. I get to see, it's like three boys, all, brothers, and they all play it. And they turn to me. The kids walk off. They turn to me and they go, "Are you playing Pokemon?" And I go, "Yeah."
Did you have your phone out?
And I go, "Yeah." And I go, "Yeah." And they're like, "What?" And they freak out. They're like really excited to talk to me. They're like, "Oh my God, tell us about it, please. We have no idea what's going on with our kids. Like, where did this come from? Why are they running around everywhere?"
Honestly,
it was so cool to talk to them.
I would have been there
minutes.
for hours telling them everything. I could have.
And they're like, "Why are you interested in it? Isn't this a kid's thing?" And
No.
like, no. And they're like, and the bartender was like, "No, actually, a lot of my friends play. I just don't understand." Like, and I think what this is doing and what this is going to do, my point being, not only was that cool, point being, this is a game that's going to break down once again, which is still there in a weird way, this veil of gamers are nerds, gamers don't, there's certain type of people, because I know these moms are thinking, or maybe this bartender more specifically is thinking like, oh, I don't know why my friends are playing. I don't know why people are playing this. And it's just, again, introducing this super wide scope game from kids from 5 to, age 80 can play this, or 100, whatever.
Right.
Endless age, perfect. Everyone's playing it. And people who didn't realize that their friends play games are playing it and talking about it, and everyone's talking about it. And it's kind of just, it's like the new Tetris or the new Mario Bros. It's the new thing that's a household name. It's on, and you know what it's done? It's permeated and penetrated every single news source, every single media source. It for the first time ever.
Yeah,
it's
CNN,
unbelievable.
CNN always shows these videos about how